They call it the Land Cruiser of scooters, and I think it's rather the Ninebot Max killer. This is probably the best city scooter I've ever tried, but is it really worth the money? Let's inspect! Hey, welcome! Really good to meet you. How are you doing today? Hell of a start of the scooter review season in 2022. This is the Navee Tech N65, a brand that didn't ring a bell until recently, to me at least. But I think it has all the qualities to be called the Ninebot Max killer, because, yes, you can see very solid base, quite a unique folding mechanism, and all the nice safety and precautions taken. And also pretty decent range of up to 65 kilometers, at least that's what promised. But that's why we're here, to make sure we test everything right and let you know whether it's a worthy choice. Let's go. So this scooter comes from China. I've seen some references online that it has something to do with Xiaomi, but doesn't seem to be the fact according to my research. Still, this scooter is a result of crowdfunding campaign which gained close to $500,000, so seems that a lot of people really like the way it looks. My review unit is a retail device, meaning that it's not a pre-release item and represents exactly the same as you will receive in case you order it. I think one of its major strengths is its price. It costs $730 at the time when I make this video, which is about the same price as Ninebot Max. Interestingly, according to the specs and rumors, Navee Tech promised to us to either match or offer improved performance in any possible aspect of riding and storing the process as compared to the Max model. Of course, bold claims, and I have to try it out myself. Unboxing in progress, and if you think that around me is some snow, it is indeed. This is recorded on the Christmas Eve morning, a really cold one, although I try to mask the fact. There's another hoodie under this hoodie, just to keep me warm. The box is rather bulky and heavy, not as heavy as some of the dual-motor off-road scooters, but enough to keep you struggling in case you don't have someone to help you. One thing I can confirm based on just the unboxing, I immediately liked the way the materials feel, and this totally looks like a quality product. Wide deck, really thick tires, good construction at the first sight. There are plenty of things to like already. Accessories are standard, a user guide, a charger and basic tools. What is really great is the fact that there is no assembling necessary. You just have to unfold, get to know the two folding mechanisms, then charge the battery to full, check the tire pressure, and it's riding ready. Let us first comment the obvious. Solid materials, very good idea about the folding points. This is my favorite feature so far, quite a unique way, which likely other makers are going to start adopting as well. The major difference between a regular scooter and this one is that when the Navee N65 is folded, it occupies considerably less space throughout this whole length because of the handlebar position. If you have limited space in your car's trunk, this feature is invaluable. However, know that this way of folding makes it a little lengthier than most other scooters. The deck is rubberized, from what we can see, wide enough. Tires are off-road looking and pretty awesome. Motor is inside the front wheel, a major difference to the Ninebot Max construction, and in my opinion this offers better braking and weight balance. Feel free to disagree with me, of course. Shall we quickly go through the tech specs? A 500-watt brushless motor, 10-inch pneumatic off-road tires, 12.5 Ah 48-volt battery, dual braking design, magnesium alloy deck, 25% incline capability, dual folding design, few different riding modes, and a smartphone app. Weight is 23 kilos, kind of expected given the high-capacity battery. So this is obviously not your average city scooter, it is something superior, maybe a Land Cruiser indeed. In short, these specs are nothing but amazing, because you're going to hardly find any weakness in the Navee Tech's N65. It really is, so far, at least on paper, a brilliant city scooter. Yes, it's a bit heavier than most other similar scooters, that's true, but I think that's something you can get used to, and in return you get really decent range, which I'm going to speak about in just a few moments. Now, very easy to access port for the charger. Also, the folding mechanism, let me show you how easy and reliable it is. So all you have to do first, there's this push bullet. You pull it up. Here at the bottom, just click. Here you need to declick first, then rotate. And here we go, writing ready. The display, not great if it's under direct sunlight, but if it's dark, night or whatsoever, it's going to be perfect. So yeah, probably that could have been an LCD screen. As for the rest, how these tires perform in real life experience, I better show you. Little pieces of glass, even thumbtacks, will likely not be able to cause a puncture, but of course this is something I can test and confirm in the long run after the weather gets better and I can get back to my daily riding routine. If I may now comment on each of the major components, let me first speak about the 500-watt motor. Very decent. In fact, the standard N65 edition for the US market supports up to 35 km/h speeds. Looks like in Europe we have software limitation implied on the motor, and this is why you will always feel that the scooter can go even faster. Going up hills has been quite easy and better than any other city scooter with such maximum speed that I've tried. A lot more than what 9bot Max could offer, for the record. Brakes are also good. I think for some markets, Navee Tech will have to rework them so that people get two independent brakes. Nevertheless, they're very effective as they are. E-ABS in the front wheel and the disc brake on the rear mechanism is good. I was always confident while braking, which, as you can guess, is a very important feeling. The deck is great, very wide, very comfortable. Thanks to the really thick tires, riding comfort is there. It feels better than most scooters with suspension and solid tires. I got a similar feeling with the Himo L2 that we reviewed last year. But despite all the good things I have to say about the construction, there is one quite serious drawback: the clearance. The stand is only a few centimeters off the ground, so often really minor bumps have been a challenge. Didn't really cause any accidents, but keep this in mind. I will probably get rid of this stand and seek for another solution, or just keep on riding with caution. Rear fender is, as you can notice, almost rock solid, perhaps not unbreakable, but clearly can withstand a lot of abuse. Stem and folding parts? Oh my, finally something different, innovative and really effective. My first 100 kilometers were on somewhat bumpy roads, no sign of weakening or issues, so I have high hopes about durability in the long run. The other part, which is foldable, is the handlebar, with a display which is kind of okay integrated. Pretty unique settings and features though. For example, you can see the motor load while accelerating. I've seen this with many e-bike controllers, but rather unusual for e-scooters. The same indicator we have about the braking efficiency, and you can switch between the different riding modes. You can see real speed indication, odometer, and so on. Available information is a lot, but not too overwhelming. The front light is also fine, the brake handle as well. There also is a bell available so that you can give signal about your presence on the road. I didn't speak about the range achievement so far, so let's do it. At the highest speed setting, without absolutely no battery saving, at close to 0 degrees outside, 30 kilometers are easily achievable. If you ride at speed grade 2 and support the scooter while accelerating and use a lot of cruise control, then in cold weather this can go up to 40, and I'm pretty sure that in warm conditions it will reach the remarkable more than 50 kilometers range, which for a person with my weight feels like a bliss. From all the city scooters tested, this has so far the best battery endurance, even now during the winter time. So if a long ranger is what you actually need, this totally should be on your shortlist. The smartphone app is quite common, well-presented information, and also it will let you perform firmware updates if such appear from time to time. I didn't notice any issues or weakness areas, but some folks may discover such. Speaking of weaknesses, there only are two things I can criticize: the clearance and the placement of the stand. The rest is either fine or great, and the feeling of riding Navee Tech N65 is unique. It's a mixture between comfort, confidence, and a lot of fun. So, what do you think about this body? I would say, yeah, it's pretty early in 2022 and we already have a very serious contender about a scooter that we can call probably the best city scooter of 2022 if this a little bit higher weight is not a big issue for you, and probably if you can live with this not that perfect display in direct sunlight. So let me know what your thoughts are about all of that in the comment section right below this video, and of course a link to the product with the discount you're going to find in the video description. Thank you so much for being with me today. Hope to see you very, very soon. Bye.